and I cannot get up.
This is 911. What's your emergency?
I fell and I literally broke every bone in my body.
What hurts?
My arm?
Your radius, ulna, humerus?
There's nothing funny about this.
It's a long bone in your arm. Is anything else wrong?
Yeah, my, collarbone, it's sticking out or something.
Your clavicle? That's okay. It's supposed to be like that. It's an S-shaped bone connected to your scapula.
My legs hurt, too.
Your femur, your tibia, your fibula?
I don't know. I think all of them.
Ma'am, we're sending an ambulance.
3 hours later.
Hi, what are you here for?
I already told the 911 dispatcher. Why do you need to know? Can you not see?
Well, let's check you out. Open wide.
I don't think your throat is wrong. It's not my tongue or my mouth. It's my bones.
Let's check your blood pressure.
How do you do that?
That's the cord.
I can't move my arm. It's broken.
Just lift it.
Blood pressure is 120 over 100, which is in the normal range, so that is good.
Alrighty, so you said you were here for your bones being broken?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go through some movements that might hurt. So tell me if this hurts.
Ow.
Okay.
Ow. Ow.
This is an extension, and this is a flexion. That hurts?
Yeah.
Alright. Just sliding back over here. And with your foot, this is a inversion. Does that hurt?
Yeah.
And an exversion. This one, inversion.
That doesn't hurt.
And an exversion. And then raise your shoulders for me.
Whoa, that hurts.
Elevation. And then does lowering your shoulders hurt?
Yeah.
Can you do a rotation of your wrist? What about your other wrist? And your foot? Your other foot?
That one hurts.
Can you put your palms out? And then flip to your palms? Does that hurt? In the other direction?
Huh?
Oh, the other direction? Flipping it back over, does that hurt?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, that's all I need for you. And the doctor will be in shortly.
2 very boring minutes later.
Hello, my name is Dr. Nanny Griffith, and so I have all your x-rays, and so where did you say that it hurts exactly?
My arms right here, my legs, and
Wow.
everywhere, and my collarbone, and my back.
Oh, everywhere?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's a good thing that we took x-rays of everything. So actually in your arm, what we did was we took a picture of your ulna, which is in your forearm. It's a long bone here, and you do not have a broken one, which is good.
Are you sure?
Yes, we are very sure.
Isn't it right here?
No, actually it's right here. It's considered a long bone and it's lateral to your radius. The bone markings of the ulna are the olecranon, which is a large projection, the ulnar tuberosity, Ornod process, a smaller projection, the tuberosity, and the ulnar notch, which connects to the humerus, and the ulnar head. The ulna is lateral to the radius and is considered a long bone.
No, isn't this your fallula?
Yeah, radius is about math. This is my fallula.
No, that's just your radius.
You see that's also in your forearm, and that's also not broken. It's right here.
But it hurts.
The bone markings of the radius are the shaft, the radial head, radial tuberosity, and the neck. As you can see, they are all intact.
Look, she's in pain.
Ma'am, it's probably just bruised, which is better than a broken bone.
Okay, wait, but what is this then?
That's actually the humerus, and as you can see from the other x-rays, it's also not broken.
The bone markings of the humerus are the condyle, the shaft, the greater tubercle, the lesser tubercle, and the fossa. As you can see, they are all intact.
Wait, what's a mufasa?
Your fossa is a shallow depression in the bone.
So is this your humerus?
No, so actually, this is your scapula. So it's right around here, and it's actually a triangular flat bone, and it's going to be a superior, a medial, and a lateral edge to it. And up here is going to be the acromion, which your clavicle is going to attach, and then over here is the coracoid process, which is where your humerus attaches.
But how does the bone get flat? Did I flatten when I fell?
No, actually the appendicular bones are made up of long bones, short bones, sesamoid bones, and irregular bones, and also flat bones.
But what about my legs?
Oh, actually, this is your femur, which is the thing that you were talking about. It's a long bone in your thigh. The biggest bone, actually.
Is it broken?
No.
So the femoral bone markings are the head, the greater trochanter, lesser trochanter, the shaft, epithelial line, and the condyles. As you can see, they are all intact.
Well, where does that connect to?
It actually connects to the pelvis or the hip bone. That is at the femoral head.
The hip bone is an irregular bone, and it has an iliac fossa right here.
Oh, but what about her bimbo?
Are you talking about the larger long bone called the tibia or the smaller long bone called the fibula?
There's two.
Yes, the tibia, which you pointed to, is also called the shin bone. It's right here. It is known for its tibial tuberosity, which you can see, the bump, and it connects the patella ligament to both your bones.
What's the Nutella ligament?
That ligament is connected to your patella, which is a sesamoid bone.
So this bump on my knee is a patella?
Correct.
What about the second bone?
Well, actually, the second bone is called the fibula, and it's the smaller long bone in your leg, and it's connected to the tibia by the interosseous membrane.
Why do we need two?
Well, the lateral malleus of the fibula gives your ankle stability, where your tarsal bones
Ow.
are.
I'm a tarsus?
No. Your tarsal and your metatarsal bones are actually the bones in your ankle and your foot. Your talus shifts the weight from the tibia to your toes so that you don't fall over. It's actually in your ankle.
But when I fell down, did it break?
No, that has nothing to do with your bones.
But I tripped over my toes, too.
Those are called your phalanges.
Your phalanges are long bones that, even though they appear short, consist of your toes and your fingers.
So your fingers and toes are the same thing?
Not quite. Your tarsals are in your foot, but your carpals are in your hand. Your tarsals have 7 bones, but your carpals have 8 bones.
Did she break any?
Actually, although you only have one fracture, there are actually 9 types of fractures. Nurse, would you like to explain?
Sure, a pot fracture appears in the ankle and affects both the tibia and fibula. A comminuted fracture shatters the area, creating many bone fragments. A transverse fracture breaks the bone across the shaft. A spiral fracture.
Whoa, does it make your bone look like a spiral? That's cool.
No, this type of fracture is less common, but usually occurs when people are twisting their limbs then falling. A displaced fracture creates an abnormal bone arrangement. A Colles fracture usually happens when a person reaches their arm out to stop a fall. A green stick fracture.
Why is it called a green stick fracture? Your bones aren't green.
You're right, that is just when one side of the shaft is broken and causes the other side to be bent, rather than a full break. An epithelial fracture happens when the bone is being calcified and the chondrocytes are dying, causing a break. We must very carefully treat these because it might stunt your growth. Lastly, we have a compression fracture. These are found in the vertebrae that are placed under extreme stress, such as bending over to pick objects up or falling.
Since your body is actually going to be going through the process, would you like to know how fractures heal?
Oh, I already know how fractures heal. I googled it. Basically, you just move your arm around and there's magnets in the cast.
Oh, actually, that's not really how it works.
The bone will get inflamed, and you will have to eat a lot of calcium to make your bones stronger so that they'll heal quicker. Calcium is not the only vitamin that helps bones grow stronger. Vitamin D also plays a big role. Fractures actually heal in 4 basic steps.
Like walking steps? If I just walk around?
No, don't move!
You won't be able to put any pressure on that broken leg until the fracture heals through the very 4 basic processes. The first thing that happens is when bleeding from the bone will produce a fracture hematoma or a blood clot. The second step is when the cells divide and migrate towards the fracture zone to create calluses, which form to stabilize the break. The third step is when the osteoblasts replace the cartilage of the calluses with spongy bone.
So our bones are made out of SpongeBob?
Sure, you could say that, but only probably in the tops of the bones and the ends of the long bones.
The last step in the fracture healing is when the osteoblasts and osteocytes remodel the fracture. Over time, the bone calluses will disappear and signs of the fracture will no longer be visible.
So how long will this process take?
Well, actually, you only have one broken bone. That is a pot fracture in your ankle. So we will fit you for this cast and then you will come back in 5 weeks.
You are all set to go. Thanks. We're done. Help my father look at Yeah, it only really has
Or just bottom of the It connects to the help.
just the fibula and tibula.
And this is called a segment. Which is the segment?